Aloha. Just tuning in to come and say, well, good afternoon here from the North Shore of Kauai. Wanted to come on and riff a little bit about this idea of our perspective and our perspective being very powerful. Aloha, Ms. Jericho. Aloha, Vicky. Thanks for being here, ladies. So, if you're watching the replay, you guys, I also want to welcome you guys. Say hello. Drop me a comment and let me know where you are watching in from, please. I love to know where this powerful tribe is circling all around from. It helps me feel even more connected to you guys. And I want to just hop on and do a little riff around the power of our perspective. And I hope in the share you guys really get a deeper grasp or a better understanding of how truly powerful you are, without anything having to change, without your body having to change shape, without anything about you having to transform. After you're done watching this video, I hope you really know at a deep level, dang, I am actually a very powerful person. And then beyond that deeper understanding of yourself, what I hope is that you take that empowerment and you help it to shift your perspective, the way that you are looking at yourself, talking to yourself, the way that you, basically let's keep it to those things right now, the way you're looking at yourself and the way that you are talking to yourself, that we can shift those, or you can shift those perspectives enough to really make a profound difference in the way that you're feeling in your life, the way that you're feeling in your body, right? Because when we can tap into that, when we can make these shifts to really feel different about ourselves, feel different about what's possible for us, feel different about the truth of ourself in the depth of our being, then it really is a no-brainer getting into inspired action, taking care of ourselves, self-care, just self-care in general. Of course, you know, I'm going to promote the fitness aspect of self-care because it is a part of what I do. It's a part of my self-care that brings me countless benefits on the daily. And actually, Emily had put in a post in here earlier today. And Emily, I just want to acknowledge you, honey, and a huge high five. When I read that post today that said you've been consistent for 2 weeks, like, I seriously want to get up. Let me just do that. Let me just get up. And happy dance with you and happy dance for you, because consistency is key. Consistency is key in any transformation. Now, I'm not saying lots of effort of consistency on the daily. They can be such small action steps done consistently is really what's going to help us live an empowered life. So the fact that, Emily, that you shared that post was so beautiful. Such a beautiful picture of you in your element and you in the center and strength of your being. Showing up for yourselves, and then the plethora of benefits that you are already receiving for showing up for yourself in that way. Amazing. And thank you for encouraging people to check out the super fucking awesome fitness program, because I'm actually getting ready to increase the price on that, because right now it's a crazy 70% discount. Crazy. I honestly don't know what I'm thinking, giving it away at such a low investment cost, but it is. And so since you posted that today, I think I'm going to actually just leave it at that price for right now, for maybe like another 24, 48 hours, just in case anybody else is inspired by that share and they want to receive, you know, they want to feel some of those benefits too. So beyond even any of the programs that I have, you guys, and just as a side note, the super freaking awesome fitness program that I do offer, it is my lowest price point program that I have, and it's a free crazy steal. It's like It's a crazy spiel. Beyond if it is that you are practicing with me or not, keeping in mind that consistency is key. So just hook yourself up with what you need to be surrounded by that inspiration and support. And then let's get back to the topic at hand, which is perspective. So earlier, if you guys didn't see the post, scroll down. I shared a post that came through my Facebook feed that was all of these different, like, paper plate type of paper plates, right? But they had different texture to them and shape. So like, you know, those paper plates that have like 3 sections, you know, you could put your salad over here, you can put your rice over here, put your little other treat over here, right? So these, this picture was of a bunch of these plates, let's say on a table. And when you look at them, probably, you know, different people are going to see from a different perspective as to what they see right from the get-go. But I think what most people see are the plates looking like they're flipped upside down. So it's, the plate is upside down, right? I'll keep it simple. Then if you look, the instruction of the post is to look for the plate that is upright. And when you do see that plate upright, guess what happens? It's mind-blowing. It's amazing. And it's such a testament to the true power of perspective, which is when you see this other plate, which is tip sides upright, all of the other plates have turned. Now they are all upright, which blows your mind because you were just freaking looking at it. It was right there. And they were all just, you know, previously a moment ago, all facing a different direction. It's our perspective. Let's say that you were here on the island where I live, the beautiful island of Kauai. And let's say we were down at, the beach together. Let's say Rock Quarry Beach, right down by my house. And if you were at Rock Quarry's beach and you were at the beach looking up the river, you may not even see the ocean that's behind you. You wouldn't. You wouldn't, because your perspective doesn't allow you to see that from that angle, right? From that vantage point, that viewpoint. But if you were at the other side, from where the river mouth comes out, and you were on the other side at the beach, and let's say we're looking down towards a river, your view and perspective would be completely different. You would see that there is an ocean there. You would see the river. You would not see as much as the river as the other person standing, being able to see it all the way up, right? So although we're in the same place, the environment hasn't changed, you know, and then there might be somebody up in a helicopter above looking down. And their view is way more expansive. Their perspective is totally different. So this vantage point and this perspective that we have when we're looking at something is very powerful, to the degree that, aloha, Miss Carrie's in the house. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, I sent you an email about your password, so check it out. Super easy fix. Yay, perspective. I know Carrie knows the power of perspective. And so back to that post, and Carrie, if you didn't see the post, I posted it earlier on this page of these paper plates. If you look at it one way, it looks like the paper plates are faced another. If you look at it the other, the paper plates look like they're flipped upside down or upright. And so it made me want to come and create a post here to help us really just get awareness around our perspective, and our awareness around the perspective specifically in this moment around when we are looking in the mirror, right? When we are looking at the mirror, in the mirror at ourselves. Because how many of us take a perspective when we're looking in the mirror when actually we don't even have the concept, but the inner encouragement in that moment to look at ourselves and want to, or of course I think we all want to, right? We all want to see the beauty. We all desire to, you know, feel amazing and to see that and witness and recognize in ourselves. But if we are not making the decision that we are going to allow ourselves to see from that lens, when we look in the mirror, especially if there is a repetitive pattern of this, and I can be the first to tell you guys, I know what it means. I know what it feels like to live a life where there is a repetitive pattern of looking at myself in the mirror and beating myself apart, really, like looking at my belly, looking at, you know, the saddlebags in my legs. My mom used to always call them saddlebags, right? So, and wishing it were to look different and beating myself up to the degree where it doesn't feel good inside at all. And so check it out, you guys. If I'm looking in the mirror and immediately the lens that I'm choosing to see from is a lens that is going to look for the faults in myself and look for everything that's not freaking magazine perfect about myself, which isn't even true. That's a whole nother story, right? Like, we know that what we're seeing in different magazines, it's not even a true portrayal, right? There's this thing called Photoshop and blah, 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 blah. But before I get off on that tangent, let's come back to, if that is what we're showing up choosing to see, then we are guaranteed, we're guaranteed that that is what we're going to see. And it's so, it's just the way it is, right? So this is the thing. We have the power and the potential to take those glasses off so we can see with a new lens. We can see with a new perspective. Because if we're going to look for our faults, we're going to see them, you guys. We're not only going to see them, we're going to see them all over the place, and they're going to magnetize to like the millionth degree. And it feels super real. What we're seeing feels super real and absolutely truth, and the only truth in a world we're stuck in and confined to, if those are the glasses that we're seeing. Is this making sense, you guys? I would love to, Carrie says this just blew my mind. I would love to hear you guys riff with me back and forth. Let me know what's making sense. Let me know what's blowing your mind. Carrie, what blew your mind? What if this is, you know, speaking to you? Because these are conversations that we need to be having as women, and many women don't have the community and the support, that really the community around them, or maybe the conscious community around them, to help have these conversations. And when we do, we can break free from so much self-anguish and self-hatred, and we can really move into greater levels of love and free expression. And when we come from this place, let's take a new example. When we come from the perspective of, my body is a miracle, right? My body is a miracle, and you know what? This body has birthed a child. For some of you guys, maybe numerous children. This body has, you know, let me keep it simple to the degree right now of the miracle. Like, my heart knows to beat, and I don't even have to tell it to beat. You know, if I get a scratch on my hand, my body knows how to heal that scratch, and I don't have to tell it how to do it. How amazing, amazing, miraculous is that? I can, you know, I can sip this tea. I can eat my little cookie, and my body knows how to digest that food and take nutrition from it and bring it to different places of my body that can utilize it. So this is a perspective that we could take, right? When we looked in the mirror, like, oh my God, wow. How amazing that my head knew to be a head and not a butt, right? I don't know. How amazing my eyeball knew to be an eyeball and not a kneecap. Like, whoa. Oh my God, what I am looking at right now is so magically amazing and miraculous. And I am just in awe of this creation. Like, can you imagine if we wore those lenses and we looked at ourselves from that perspective and that angle? Then what else was that we would see? Oh my God, and actually, wow, and look at this. And oh my goodness, so much amazing beauty staring back at me, right? So my encouragement for you today is to pay attention to the perspective that you're coming from, because the lenses that you're choosing to wear when you look at yourself in the mirror will absolutely magnify what it is that you are looking for. Another way to say this is that you will prove yourself to be right, whether you're looking for faults, whether you're looking to prove that you are fat, flabby, ugly, out of shape. If you're looking for that, I promise you, that is all that you will see, and you will prove yourself right over that. The anguish behind that is defeating. It's so defeating that we won't move into taking care of ourselves in the way that we know that, you know, that we ultimately want to, because we're already starting out feeling so defeated. Okay, so on the other side, if we're looking, you know, like, wow, you're an absolute miracle, and look at the color of your eyes, just so unique and beautiful. And look at the different places where these smile wrinkles have taken form on your face. Like, whoa, absolutely amazing. You know what? I actually can see beauty. I'm choosing to see beauty in your shape and in your form and in your expression. And as you allow yourself to truly, truly see with those lenses on, you will start to prove yourself right. And what you will start to see in this reflection, the reflection in the mirror staring back at you, is somebody that is beautiful, vibrant, capable, willing, open. And when we come from that feeling, then self-care, fitness, eating healthy, living in alignment to what we know makes us pulsate with aliveness is going to be way more easier, right? Motivation, which we, you know, a lot of people have a lot of hard time with motivation, is going to be a no-brainer. And absolutely, that's an easy way to go, because how we're feeling inside is that, of course, we would want to take care of ourselves in that way. Aloha, Mr. David. Nice to see you. Okay, you guys, so there was one more little point that I wanted to make on this topic, and it was the topic of the perspective and what we see and how powerful that is. And I'm trying to have it come back to me. If it doesn't, then it wasn't meant to be. If it does, I'll share it. But before I do, what I will share is that I will drop the URL to the Super Freaking Awesome Fitness program in case you guys do want to get it while it's 70% off. I think what I'll maybe in a day or 2 days from now, I'm going to increase the price so that it's 50% off. But it's quite a significant, you know, discount if you want to get it now. So I'll drop that URL in the comments. And then on the perspective side of things, yeah, the other part that I wanted to share on that, just out it went. So I have so much more to share with you guys, really, about how I have shaped and shifted my perspective of my body, of self-care, of fitness, of what the ultimate body looks like and feels like, because I've brought myself through the ringer over the past couple decades. And I have quite an expansive perspective to share with you guys. But I guess what I would want to finish right now letting you know is that the truth of who you be, is that you are more than enough. And you are absolutely miraculous and precious and beautiful and capable. You are more than enough. You are beautiful. You are deserving. You are absolutely capable. And so this is how I want you to start. It came back to me. How to start to navigate in a way where you can put on the glasses that really serve you. So you're looking at yourself in the mirror from a perspective that can create an absolute new truth for you, right? Because when we're looking in the mirror, beating ourselves up, it feels real. It feels really, really real. Like, for sure, that's the truth. And, you know, I'm telling you, that's not the truth. God didn't put some great big banner up in the sky and say, the truth and the whole truth and the truth that will always exist in this world is that, you know, Miss So-and-so, Mr. So-and-so is fat, flabby, out of shape, and looks old. And no, it's not the truth. Nobody's freaking declaring that is the truth. It's not the truth. There's a million perspectives we can take. And the only reason it feels so gosh darn real is because we're believing it ourselves. We're wearing that perspective. It's not true. And we know that not to be true because look at those plates. Like, it's a plate. And we see that depending on how we look at it completely changes it. What is the truth, right? So why not practice loving ourselves so much that we give ourselves the benefit of the doubt and start to create a perspective that at least we we would choose. Well, of course I want to feel beautiful. Of course I want to feel fit. Of course I want to feel radiant. So of course we need to, give ourselves the benefit of the doubt and come from the perspective that we are indeed all those things, that we are indeed all those things. So how is it that we can see that for ourselves? We can start to see the beauty we recognize in others. So I'm going to ask you this question is, when you look at your friends or women or people that you see, just that you admire, women, let's just say right now that you see and that you think of them as beautiful, that you think of them as attractive, are they all just one size? Is it a cookie cutter? Like I'm picturing like a gingerbread like cookie stamp, right? And I'm gonna create a little just a million of them. They gotta look like this. Thank God they don't, right? Thank God we don't all look the same. Thank God we don't all talk the same and move the same and walk the same and have all the same talents and abilities. Thank God we don't, because this life would be kind of like, I don't know, wouldn't it be so weird? Wouldn't that be just like so weird? And so if you can see the beauty in other forms, a woman that is curvy and voluptuous and bam, and like you can see a woman who's gorgeous with just straight, short, pixie hair. And you can see another woman who's got wild, just like a wild mane. You can look at a woman who's got like dark, thick hair, and another woman who has gray hair. And you could see the beauty. You could see the beauty in all of these different forms. Why not give yourself the benefit of the doubt and start to consider that, wow, maybe the truth is this shape and this form in this body is an absolute miracle. And in that miracle, there is so much beauty to be witnessed, to be recognized, to be seen, to be brought, to be brought to the surface. Yeah, baby. So that your perspective is there for you, for the taking, for the making. Create it, own it. Look in the mirror, and I really want to encourage you guys this week and all through forever, to look in the mirror and to witness the miracle of the human body, the miracle of your body, and start there. And start with the fact, if you can lift both arms over your head, I'm just so grateful. I've got these arms, I can hug people. I'm so grateful for these arms. These legs help me get up in the morning and walk myself to the bathroom. I'm so grateful for the freedom that comes through these legs. And start to see yourself from a perspective of miracle and gratitude. That's a great place to start. And look at yourself with those lenses as if for the first time, maybe the first time you just stood, maybe bare naked even. Could you imagine? And it really does start there with us being able to imagine, that this is possible for us. Could you imagine standing just completely in all of your nakedness, looking at yourself in the mirror with glasses on that only allowed you to see the miracle of who you are? The miracle of having a body would only allow you to see everything that's absolutely beautiful and vibrant and unique about you. And this is the thing, once we have those glasses on, we are going to prove to ourselves over and over and over again that that's the truth, and that will start to feel really, really, really real. So it kind of sounds like it's all made up anyway, right? Our perspective, the way we see things, one person can see it this way, another person can see it this way. Well, the whole scenario, the environment, it hasn't changed. It's just the way that we're choosing to see based on our filters, our beliefs, our past experiences. These are all things that are putting filters on our glasses, right? And giving us our perspective. So if it's all made up anyway, why not make it up towards the benefit and on behalf of your most deserving, amazing, awesome self? Why not give yourself the benefit of that doubt? What if that could be the gift you give yourself this holiday season? To refine your perspective, to start to see with new lenses, start to feel with new feels. And if this doesn't come instantaneously to you, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. We've been wearing some of these filters, judgments, beliefs, thoughts. We've been seeing through those lenses for a really long time, But what I want to encourage you, just not give up on yourself, right? And I promise you, if I could make these shifts, if I could change the perspective of the way that I see myself, then I know that you can too. And it's so worth it. It's so worth it. All right, you guys, you are powerful. Your perspective is powerful. And you're so gosh darn beautiful. So go out and enjoy it. Enjoy it, embody it, live it. And yeah, if you guys are watching this replay, you have any questions or comments and you want to bounce off my riff, please do. I'll come back and check this thread. Aloha.